Hey guys, welcome to Diecast Reviews. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a Cars 2 World Grand Prix Racer showcase. I did one of these for the Cars 1 racers a few weeks ago. Maybe a week ago, actually, I don't know. But, I'm going to do it for these Cars 2 racers, obviously the World Grand Prix racers, and I'll probably do it for the Cars 3 stock cars and Cars 3 next gens, and we'll see if there's anything else for me to do a showcase on. But since there's only 11 racers, really more like 9 obscure racers, I guess, if you want to say it, I'll try to read the bio for some of them. Now, unfortunately, in the Meet the Cars book from Cars 3, only 3 of them got a bio, and McQueen's not even one of them. It's Francesco, Lewis, and Jeff. So I'm going to have to use the Cars 2 Essential Guidebook. And there's like these mini bio things here for these racers. So we'll just use that as well, I guess, because they don't have a bio other than that. So let's start off with like McQueen here. Pretty cool design from McQueen that they did in Cars 2. Obviously, they brought it back for the 24-hour endurance race. I don't know, I was like, I know what they were going for, but I feel like the version in the movie wasn't this, like, wide, I want to say. I don't know. It's kind of like a chubby McQueen, almost. I feel like the one in the movie wasn't like this, so I feel like you could have narrowed it down a bit, but got the cool Hudson Hornet Piston Cup logo on there. There is a mouse plate. This was probably from 2011. Yeah, this one is from 2011. Got these cool flames on the side, the World Grand Prix 95 logo, and there on the back, some other classic World Grand Prix logo. So obviously McQueen from America, representing America in the World Grand Prix. One of 2 racers from America. The only country to have 2 racers, so let's give him a ride on the turntable. Well, I mean, I guess maybe UK if you count Lewis Hamilton as representing UK. I mean, I guess UK also would have 2 racers, but there's McQueen. Now let's move on to Francesco Bernoulli, the nice Formula 1 racer from Cars 2, McQueen's biggest rival from Italy, number 1. The Pasta Potenza Rotelli tires. I know this guy, I know Francesco when he came out was a peg warmer, but I mean, he's a very cool model. I'm not gonna lie, he's a peg warmer, but he's a very, very cool model. I really do like the Francesco model. They've got the World Grand Prix information on the back there. I really do like the Francesco model. It looks like a Formula 1 car, and it's got all the like little details of a Formula 1 car. So it's like a 1/55 scale Formula 1 car. I like it. Even though it's a peg warmer, I really like the Francesco model. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite model. Not my favorite racer, but definitely my favorite model for a World Grand Prix racer. If we go to the Meet the Racers book here, I guess we should have taken a look at McQueen's bio, but you can see he's from the USA, from Radiator Springs. He's a stock race car, top speed of 220 miles or 354 kilometers. He won the Piston Cup. His racing strength is speed. And apparently he's the favorite with speed, stamina, and strength. McQueen is undoubtedly the best all-arounder on the track. For Francesco here, we've got him from Italy, from Monza, Italy. He's a Formula racer. 185 miles per hour is his top speed, or 300 kilometers. So according to this, McQueen is way faster than him, actually. So I don't know why Francesco... In the movie, he said, I can go over 300 kilometers an hour, which is way faster than McQueen, but according to this, McQueen's way faster than him. He's a Formula Racer champion, and his racing strength is self-confidence. And the challenger, if anyone can beat Lightning, it's Francesco. He doesn't have a secret formula, just sheer talent. As I hit the camera, trying to move the book back. And let's take a look at the Meet the Cars bio. Probably a little more interesting. He's a 2009 Formula FB1 prototype racer. Francesco Bernoulli grew up in the shadows of the famous Monza racecourse in Italy, where he and his friends would sneak onto the track and race the famous Pista di Alta Velocita bank turn. He was an instant winner on the amateur circuit and soon became an international Formula Racer champion. The ladies love Francesco's open wheels, youngsters admire his winning spirit, and fellow racers envy his speed. But Francesco's biggest fan is Francesco himself, as evidenced by his racing number. As the most famous race car in Europe, number one Francesco is Lightning McQueen's chief rival in the World Grand Prix. So let's give him a ride on the turntable. So I guess he's the only racing antagonist to not be the main antagonist in a Cars movie. I would say Planes as well, but you have Camp Spinner, but from Planes, Fire and Rescue. But Cars 1, you obviously had Chick Hicks. Cars 3, you had Jackson Storm. Cars 2, Francesco was a racing antagonist, but he was not the main antagonist in the movie. That was the Lemons, Miles Axelrod, Professor Z. So, here's Lewis Hamilton. This is actually the Thailand version of him that I got in the Bruce Boxman Lewis Hamilton 2-pack. Now, you can see he's kind of got like the split flag. He represents the UK and, I want to say Grenada. Or, yeah, Grenada. Which the real Lewis Hamilton, I think, is like part UK. I think his parents are from the Grenadas, and they moved to UK, or one of his parents from the Grenadas, something like that. But he has, you know, so from both of them, or has roots in both of them, so he represents both of them. So it's kind of cool that they did that in the movie. Now, Lewis Hamilton is a Formula 1 racer like Francesco, but I guess they didn't want to make another Formula 1 racer, so they just made him a kind of GT car. Actually, I think, yeah, I think that's what his model is, a GT car. So, very nice, like the simple paint, the black with the yellow trim. Very nice as well, very nice indeed. The rims, pretty cool. Got the World Grand Prix logo right there. Lewis Hamilton obviously has a missing tooth in real life, so they made one on the diecast there. So, yeah, very nice model indeed. If we look at his bio here, he's from the UK, from Hertfordshire. GT car, 165 miles per hour. 266 kilometers an hour is his top speed. A junior Formula Series are his honors. Technical skill is his racing strength. And the contender, smooth, sophisticated, and supremely confident, Lewis Hamilton has a habit of winning everything. His Meet the Cars bio is Lewis Hamilton, the famously sleek and serious Fast No. 2 Grand Touring Sports champion, has been a determined and winning racer for most of his young life. Like all youngster cars, Lewis spent his childhood going to school, taking karate lessons. It's kind of interesting how a car would take karate lessons, and winning the British Karting Championship by the age of 10. Today, he continues to bring an exceptional work ethic and soft-spoken confidence to the racecourse, where his extraordinary achievements speak for themselves via spotless track record on the junior and professional circuits. His car carries the flag of Grenada, home to his family, which immigrated to Britain in the 1950s. So there you go. His unrivaled technical skills and natural speed and cool karate-inspired attitude make him a powerful contender, and he is a 2009 Grand Touring Sports Special GBG racer. Whatever those last few words mean. So let's give Lewis here a ride on the turntable. This will go faster once we don't have to read the long Cars bio for these guys. But here's Lewis Hamilton. Now let's move on to number 4, Max Schnell, next in numerical order. This is another Thailand version. See, the German racer from Cars 2. Racing for the WTCL. Now, these ones, like Lewis Hamilton here, he doesn't really have the a flag-inspired paint scheme, I guess. Francesco here does have a flag-inspired paint scheme, red, white, and green for Italy. McQueen doesn't, obviously. And Max Schnell here, he has some designs of the German flag, like right there, right there, right there. Obviously, orange, yellow, red, and black. It does have the designs of the German flag, but really doesn't have the German flag as his design. It's a purple is his main color. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I think a German car would look really cool. you know, maybe black here or red here and yellow here or whatever. Follow the stripes right there. But I like, it's kind of like a BMW almost. That's kind of what it looks like. And obviously this body style was used for the Super Chasers from 2012. But yeah, pretty cool. I like the rims on Max there. The kind of big spoiler there. Yeah, he's got the rear view mirrors right there. There's Max Schnell. And let's take a look at his bio. That's not him. He's from Stuttgart, Germany. A GTC type with a 180 miles per hour top speed. 290 kilometers an hour. With a motor harming champion. Honors and an analytical mind is his racing strength. And Max Schnell is a superb tactician. He studies the racetrack intensely before every race. And that is his, like, thing, the tactician. So let's get him right on the turn too. So that is Max Schnell, and let's move on to the next World Grand Prix racer, Miguel Camino from Spain. Here, obviously with the fancy designs. I recently showed him in the Miguel Camino Silver Racer, although that might have been in October at this point. That was, feels like that was recent ago, but that actually might have been quite a while back. Probably was October or something. Maybe even earlier than that. It seems like just a while ago. Not that long ago. I was recording a video on Miguel Camino as Silver Racer. Although who knows? I could have posted it in December or January. I really don't remember. No, it was just probably October. But enough rambling on about that. I really like the. I'm assuming that's the Spanish coat of arms right there. I wouldn't understand what else that would be. Probably the Spanish coat of arms. So that's pretty cool. And he's got like. This is really a flag-inspired car. If you look at the Spanish flag right there, yeah, obviously the Spanish coat of arms. Red and yellow are the colors, but black and orange, you know, work as well. And I think they're part of like the Spanish colors, anyways. Like orange is like a Dutch color. I think black and red or black and orange kind of work with the Spanish colors, and they work in the design. That's for sure. And I think they have something to do with Spain. I'm not sure though, but. The coat of arms are black on here. So, yeah, another pretty cool car. Very similar model, though, to Jeff Gorvette, which will be coming up. But still a pretty cool GT car nonetheless. I like how the both sides are different. You can see that side looks like that. That side looks like that. So I do like that the sides are different. The expression is kind of weird, but what you're going to do about that. So here is Miguel Camino from Pamplona, Spain, a GT car again. These are GT actually. 175 miles per hour, 282 kilometers is his top speed. Running of the bulldozers are his honors. Bravery is his strength. The fighter. Miguel is an expert bulldozer fighter. Funny and stylish, he loves to delight the crowd with his speed and flair. So let's give him a ride on the turntable here. So there is Miguel Camino. Moving on, we've got the Frenchman Raoul as a rally car representing France, representing the GRC as well, Global Rally Championship, I think is what it stands for. Likely. This is another flag-inspired car, I guess. Obviously, red, white, and blue are the French colors. Red, white, and blue here, and they kind of go in the order of the French flag: blue, white, red. Except there's some blue back here. But another pretty cool car. Actually, really like Raoul. Unique style. All the other cars are kind of cars, and he's kind of like a minivan, almost SUV, hatchback, whatever. But yeah, I've always liked Raoul. Yeah, I've always liked Raoul with the unique body style, and the colors kind of look pretty cool. How they kind of blend in like that. Mesh together pretty well. So there is Raoul Sarul. His expression, it's okay. These guys from 2011, their expressions are meh. But here is Raoul Sarul from France, France, a rally car, top speed of 200 miles per hour. It's actually he's got a top speed faster than Francesco, so that can't be right. 322 kilometers an hour. Based on that, looking at this quickly, Shu Todoroki is actually the fastest, tied with Jeff Gorvette, then McQueen, then Rip, then McQueen, and then Raoul. That doesn't make any sense. So the top speed's probably wrong. French Rally Circuit, Rosano's racing strength, flexibility, and the acrobat. Raoul used to be in the French circus. His natural gracefulness has helped him win many races. Actually, I think, I want to say I remember reading about the French circus somewhere in a different bio, but there is Raoul Sarul. So let's hurry this up a little bit. Don't want to be sitting here for 20 minutes talking about 11 cars, but there is Raoul Sarul. Next in numerical order, Shu Todoroki, the Japanese racer. I don't think this is a Thailand model. Yeah, this is China, but maybe in like one of the last releases of Shu from China. When he was first released, and I actually have this model, when he was first released, he had a white splitter right here. This was white, which was incorrect, but it was white, and I did have that, but then I got this one. So, correct, splitter. Shu's another one that's pretty cool. He's very low profile, looks like he would be very aerodynamic, very graceful car, I guess. Kind of like the cockpit comes up right here, but very low profile everywhere else. The design's pretty cool as well. Definitely another car you could say is flag inspired. The red and white, obviously our Japanese Japanese flag colors. I don't think he's got a Japanese flag on here actually, but I guess there you go. But also another car that's different on both sides. Obviously this side's just white. I'm not sure what that says, but looks the same as that. I'm not sure what that says, but this side's just white, and this side kind of has the red dragon coming up the side here. So yeah, Shu Todoroki, another very cool car. I really like the design of him as well. So let's take a look at his bio. According to this, he's the fastest one from Japan, Mount Asama, LMP racer. It's like a Le Mans prototype. 250 miles per hour, 400 kilometers an hour. That has to be wrong. There's no way he's faster than McQueen or even Francesco. He's a Suzuka champion. His racing strength is determination. And the Dragon, Shu is as competitive and fierce as the legendary Red Dragon Carrillo, which is a part of his design. I think there's also a bio I read that he was trained by like a master racer from the mountains, and I think that's supposed to be Makamatsu, his crew chief. But let's give Shu here a ride on the turntable. So there is Shu Todoroki. Let's move on to another LMP racer, the Brazilian racer Carla Veloso. Another very low profile car. You can only tell that these are both LMP racers, both Le Mans prototype racers. Very low profile, kind of have the cockpit sticking out of the side and or out of the middle, and then the sides are very low profile. But yeah, another very cool race car. Love the design, the green kind of turquoise blue, very nice. The blue wheels are very cool as well. The mouth plate's kind of out of place there, but I'm sure the Thailand versions don't have the mouth plate. But another very cool Le Mans type racer. And another flag-inspired scheme, I guess, although there's no yellow on here, but that's okay. Definitely a flag-inspired scheme, nonetheless, from Carla Veloso. And very nice. Also very like Carla a lot. So there you can see her bio from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. LMP, top speed 175 miles per hour, 282 kilometers an hour, Interlagos record holder, and her racing strength is rhythm. The racing queen. Carla loves to dance samba at the Brazilian Carnival, but she loves to win racing trophies even more. So that's pretty cool. So let's give Carla here a ride on the turntable. So that is Carla Veloso. Let's move on to Nigel Gearsley, the other British racer, but he's not representing two countries. So I guess if you wanted to, you could classify Nigel as a British racer and Lewis is a Grenadian racer, but really they're both British racers. Lewis is just also a Grenadian racer. But this one is another scheme that's really not flag inspired. I think a Union Jack car would have looked really cool. But from what I've heard, I think this dark green is kind of like the military color of the British or something like that. or a royal color of the British. So it's definitely inspired by the UK. It's just not flag inspired. It'd be the same thing if a Dutch racer ran, if a Dutch racer was orange instead of the Dutch red, white, and blue colors. So it's not flag inspired, but it is still country inspired. Whereas, like, I don't think purple is a very German color. Lewis here, black and yellow, really don't go with the UK. Or even Jeff here with the yellow. So it is at least somewhat related to the UK or Britain or whatever. We've got the Union Jack right there. Some indents on the hood. All in all, with the lights right there. Nice splitter. I've never known what those logos were supposed to mean there. The nice Union Jack on the background. World Grand Prix. All in all, World Grand Prix right there. The dark green, I think, is related to the UK. I'm not sure if the light green here probably is as well. Maybe just there for some designs. I'm not sure, but dark green is definitely related to the UK. And Nigel definitely gives off like an Aston Martin vibe. I actually think he is supposed to be an Aston Martin. That logo there. I'm almost positive he's supposed to be an Aston Martin. And Aston Martins are usually dark green as well on the race track from what pictures I've seen. So I think the dark green is definitely there for a reason. I'm almost certain it's because of some British color for the military or something. Like I said, it's definitely a dark green color that's related to the British. So he's from the UK, from Warwickshire, GT racer, 150 miles per hour, 251 kilometers an hour. He's a Grand Touring champion, and his racing strength is stamina. And the expert Cool Car Gearsley learned to race by winning the Speed Hill Climb, an uphill race held in England. So let's give him a ride on the turntable. So there is Nigel Gearsley. Now let's move on to probably many people's favorites. Probably the rarest, well, it was the rarest one at one point. Rip Clutchgoneski. I'm not sure if he's still the rarest one at this point. Obviously, he wasn't released till 2013, and that's likely because Mattel or Disney was supposed to kill him off in Cars 2. In the Tokyo race, when he blew up, he was actually supposed to die there, hence his name, Rip, rest in peace. But they decided not to kill him instead. So I'm not sure if that's why the diecast was only released in 2013 or why, or maybe it was because it was a fake country. I'm not sure what the reason was, but Mattel did not release him until 2013. So obviously, since he was so rare, no one had him before 2013. Many people have grown to like him, and he is a cool model, that's for sure. With he's another like open wheeler, I guess, even though he's not really an open wheeler with the fenders on his wheels, but another Formula One IndyCar type car. He's another one that I really like the model of because it's another kind of Formula One-esque look to it. The front grille here is kind of cool. The front splitter is kind of cool. The coverings, the fenders are the curvy look on the fenders is very nice. And this back here is just part of the body, where these fenders kind of connect to the body that way. Obviously, for the Republic of New Rear India, Republic of New Rear India, there's another city, and that is the capital. That's what I was checking to make sure. But obviously, a fake made-up country by Mattel. I'm not exactly sure why they decided to make up a country. Maybe it was to give Rip the underdog feel, which definitely was. He didn't even have a crew chief. Maybe it was because they were going to kill him and they didn't want to offend any country by killing a racer up there, so they decided to kill off a fake country. That's probably the best explanation I could think of is, they were going to kill him off, so they didn't want to kill off a real country, which makes sense, a real country's racer, which makes sense. But I guess they just stuck with it. I don't know. Kind of interesting, but as you can see, he's also asymmetrical, I guess, not the same on both sides. You got the red here and the green here, but kind of the spoiler split down the middle, which is pretty cool. And the rear fenders there as well. So let's take a look at Rip's bio here. Rip Clutchgoneski, number 10, Republic of New Rear India, hometown New Rear India. I feel like New Wheelie or something was like the capital, or his hometown or something like that. But he's a F6000 Cup Series. Not exactly sure what that is supposed to be, but whatever. 240 miles per hour, 386 kilometers an hour. Really interesting that's his top speed. He was kind of fast in the movies. He was at one point like running third and fourth, but you can see honors not on yet. His racing strength is enthusiasm. The rookie race car Rip has qualified in a number of races. He really could be the wild card at the WGP. So he was also like the underdog in the movie. Obviously, in a different bio, he's like never won much, and he's just looking to get the country on the map. So kind of like McQueen, but that begs the question: why was he considered a fastest car in the world if he hasn't won much? So I don't know. Definitely an interesting racer. Rip is, so that's why he's probably well liked. But Jeff Gorvette here, the last racer here, obviously based on Jeff Gordon, so representing the United States of America. Another car that I could say is kind of flag designed, but it's really not. Rip here is definitely flag designed or flag based. Jeff here, I mean, you've got the American flag right there. The stars and stripes look very, very nice. But the yellow, I'm not sure why exactly they chose yellow. But definitely not flag-based or even country-based like Nigel was. But the stars and stripes on the side are very, very nice. That's for sure. Obviously, a Corvette. The Corvette lights right there. The Corvette logo. And just like Shu, the first ones that were released didn't have the Corvette logo right there. And I actually have that one as well. Because I got a lot of these. Some of these, I think, are still from the 2011 versions that I got. But like Jeff... he was one, I think, this one may have been a 2013 version of Jeff. I think Miguel here still may be the 2011 version. And I think Carla, I think these two are the 2011 versions. Also, I think this Lightning are all the 2011 versions of the ones that I got of the World Grand Prix racers that I have. So Jeff here actually still has, does have a bio here. Obviously based on a real person, so they would have a bio of him. He's a 2009 Corvette C6R. Jeff Gorvette was once one of the greatest race cars. His ability to succeed on the big ovals as well as on the road courses made him respected around the world. Having moved from his hometown of Vallejo, California to Indiana to be closer to the racing world, Gorvette's abilities to succeed at all levels at such a young age turned hoods whenever he competed. His Rookie of the Year awards and number of top 10 finishes were unmatched. So that's the Meet the Cars book. If we look at his this bio here on this book, Jeff Gorvette, they're from USA, Vallejo, California. Type GT, 250 miles per hour, 400 kilometers an hour. So he's faster than McQueen and Francesco. False, but according to this, it is. According to this, he's not. Honors Rookie of the Year. Racing strength, consistency, and the legend. Jeff Gorvette has the highest number of top 10 wins. His commands and respect. He commands and respect on the racetrack. So that is Jeff Gorvette. Let's give him a ride on the turntable. As my turntable gets kind of stuck there, but there we go. So that is Jeff Gorvette. And that should do it for my showcase on Cars 2 World Grand Prix racers. I'm talking for half an hour here, but here are my top 3. Probably have to go with that. Jeff Gorvette, Raoul, Rip, Clutchgoneski, probably my top 3, no particular order. But I've always said Jeff is my favorite just because he's based on Jeff Gordon. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.